Nah, it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, G, but I need to be doing something different. It's like I was thinking yesterday, G, because I'm chilling with this girl and she's bearing her heart to me or whatever. She's just being full complacent. Um, she's you know yesterday she's telling me like how she's been feeling and basically how she's emotionally detached and all this other shit. And I get it because like she hasn't been showing me no affection. We haven't been chilling, for a few weeks now, you know. And so she's telling me all this shit, her plans, how she could move in with her mom or get a roommate. But it's like I've known all this shit. Um, but yesterday she showed signs of wanting to get back together. And I was thinking, man, I don't know if it's fucked up, but in my mind I was like, bro, don't you do the same thing every time? Like, basically, you try to tell the girl, I want to leave you, I don't want to be with you, and she kind of is in denial, and she's like, no, no, please. And then you stay for a while, and then you start acting up, and basically subconsciously, ever since like seventh grade or whatever, I'm like, okay, well, she didn't accept my breakup, so maybe, babe. Basically, I think in my subconscious, I'm like, if I like fuck up enough or do some retarded shit, like she'll just break up with me. Then she breaks up with me. Mission accomplished. Except my dumbass goes back. And I'm like, oh, wait, you don't like me anymore? No, no, you gotta like me. Then we get back together. And she shows that she likes me again. And then it's the same routine. And then I'm like, fuck, I'm still with this girl. It's fucked up, right? But I'm like, fuck. This has been the same with every single girl. I'm like, damn it, I'm back in. I just got away. What the fuck did I do? And basically, it's been that way since fucking high school. And then the cycle would just repeat itself. Anyway, yesterday when we were driving, this bitch told me something that made me feel indifferent. Then I fucking said, okay, I need to go to a park right now. Like, I'm talking this instant. So we went that way, and I thought I was having something, I don't know, I had to get out and walk around. But I knew in the back of my brain it was because the last couple of days I was really wearing my damn neck out. Yeah, but I gotta put my neck out. I gotta fucking stress that. These other people don't get it. There ain't no competition. You trying to fucking compete with the damn next man. But the truth is, you had to look in the mirror, man, and yourself. Good God. Uh. But yeah. So like basically, she started showing signs of affection again last night, and she's been very like emotionally detached from everything, you know, and like overdo it on the smoke and whatever, numbing yourself, right? But it's like, bro, you already know, dog. You should be doing the same. You know what? Something that she keeps mentioning, dog, is yesterday she said, I always thought growing up that I was meant to be a boy. She was like, she started out like this. She was like, not on no transgender shit, but I always thought I was supposed to be a boy. And then this morning she brings it up again. She's like, I'm such a flirt. She's like I flirt with all the girls and I know that they would leave their boyfriends for me. She said, but I wouldn't leave my man for those girls because and ain't that some pimp shit? That's some player shit, man. And it and it makes sense, Dougie, because like she's just a straight. We watched this like documentary or docu series on the Playboy, Hugh Hefner, and she was like, "Man, if I was a man, I would be that man." I was like, "Damn, G, that's player, man." But and I swear, like over the last 4 years, bro, there have been like multiple times where like I looked at her and like that's why I get so defensive because like it legit feels like a man just talked to me. Like it has me remembering like 2018, 2019, like in Houston with this dude, and he's talking to this female. Like literally, I picture myself when we were at a gas station and it's like raining, and like he's talking to this girl a certain type of way, you know, because she didn't do something right. And you know what I'm saying? Like whether it's wrong or right. And this is what I thought of the last few years is like that's the thing about a real nigga or anybody. Like you just stand on business. Now, whether that your opinion is right or wrong, it don't really fucking matter. Like you were supposed to do this that way, and I'm like, damn, that is some real nigga shit. How she acts sometimes, cause like it's her way and shit like that. So it's just wild that like I would debate being with her, like if it's the right thing or not, when you pretty much knew early on. And while she was driving, I think another thing that led to me almost having anxiety is that because I had to pull over and I did this breathing meditation for 5 minutes. See, I was gonna listen to these guys talking, but I was like, fuck that. So I brought my attention to my breath for 5 minutes. Then I did it again, watched the same 5 minute video. So for 10 minutes, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take 10 minutes. And it helped. It helped. I walked back to the car. But yeah, man, little issues like that, dog, and her attitude problem, shit that you've known early on, right? But she's naming all this stuff out while we were driving anyway. She's talking about all this stuff. She's like, basically defining our relationship and how it is. She's like, you don't even like me. Wada woo woo woo. You know, I feel like I kept you in this relationship too long. When this happened, I should have done this, and it was wrong of me to be so selfish. And I'm just thinking in my brain how I'm like, damn, Josh, you're a fucking genius. Because 3 months into the relationship, you literally had all these thoughts flooding your mind and you tried to like convey that to her and she don't listen or understand or pay attention. Right? And I'm thinking, damn, Jay, literally something that you can come up with in 3 months, she comes up with 3 years later down the line. I'm like, dog, I could like while she was talking, bro, after that, like, after I did those breathing meditations, I got back in the car and she was driving back. I was thinking in my brain, damn, Josh. Like, I was upset about the whole situation, really, because, like, she's cool. Honestly, like, she's a cool girl. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but it's just the attitude problem. That's what I was thinking in the car, too. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, she's cool, you know what I'm saying, as a person, but it's like, that attitude problem, bro. I always knew that from the beginning, G. Like I can't deal with that. I'm not gonna. I'm down on the long run, G. Like that form of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the only reason why she thinks it's okay and I put up with it is because like I'm just a nice guy or whatever. Because like basically in work situations, if a customer gets upset with me, I don't give a fuck. You know, I tend to be like, okay, this person's upset. Well, I'm gonna let them be upset in their own little world, and I'm gonna go do my own shit, you know. Or I'm gonna try to fix the problem. Like, okay, sir. Like that was my thing. Like I always tried to not get emotional at work. Um, I'm like, okay, you have a problem with something. The order was wrong. Something. How can we resolve this? Do you want a new one? Or do you want to talk to a manager and get your money back? You know, I wouldn't try to like be an asshole about it though, right? Like, because it's about how you deliver it as well. So I just be like, so let them get their thoughts out. Don't interrupt them. And be like, oh, okay. Well, how can I fix this? Would you like a new one? And then if there's a problem with that static, I'll be like, oh, that's not the answer. Well, would you like to talk to a manager? I can get you your money back. Boom! And I would love rushes too. This is crazy. This is specifically events at Whataburger. But when this shit got fast, I'm like, boom, 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 yes, boom, 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 yes, blah, 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 blah. And motherfuckers, like when shit would go wrong, they'd be like, why did this go wrong? It's like, motherfucker, we can discuss that shit when the rush is over. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about the shit, circumstances if you want to. But you're over here questioning shit. I just wouldn't respond. I'd be like, fuck that. I'm like, I'm about to make this correctly. They said they didn't like it. They say what they would rather have. I'm going to make that shit right. And I'm going to do it fast. Why the fuck am I going to be talking to you when the customer's waiting on me to make a damn new product? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know why I'm talking about that shit, but we're driving away from this park. We're driving back. It's probably like 45, 50-minute drive or something. I don't know. Probably like 40-minute drive. See, I drove out that bitch, but she drove back. I'm usually driving all the time. But it put things into perspective, G. I'm like, damn, this ain't even my car, motherfucker. But we're driving back, man. We're leaving this park, and it's crazy, bro, because I'm upset about the situation. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm upset about the fact that, like, okay, life is hitting right now, and she ain't my girl, obviously, and there's shit that you can't get past, and you're over here trying to pry and learn about what, like, you worried about a bitch. You know, I had to look up the lyrics for Larry June, Don't Check Me. He's like, man, you are getting emotional over these females, man. We're driving away, so I ain't gonna lie, even though I shouldn't or whatever, maybe I don't, but I like this chick because she got a cool personality, even with all these like attributes, right, that I don't like or whatever, right? But I got a lot of attributes too. This is why I kind of said in the beginning too. I was like, well, look, what if? This is what I tried to say to a friend, but they weren't really listening or paying attention. But they were like, I was like, well, I got problems too. You know what I'm saying? And she points me out on them. Like, what if she's supposed to help me get better at the things I ain't good at, and I'm supposed to help her get things better at the things she's good at. Yeah, nigga, you crazy. You look like you know that bullshit. Maybe that's what you want to believe. I don't know. I feel like I like her, bro. But you have to be, in order for it to really work, and I've known this from the beginning too, is you just have to be undeniable. You got to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't all women? And the thing about her that I like the most is just that she is so damn honest. She'll be honest. Like just last night, she was like, "Yeah, I've been talking to this guy, but you know, we all did this. Like all we did is talk. We ain't ever really chilled and shit. But you know, our females lie. But it don't matter anyway because like she's just not even just that, bro. Like telling me like shit she's doing and shit. Just her feelings and her thoughts. And like throughout the years, I'd be thinking like, damn, you know, this girl is very like self-aware, and the fact that she is ever able to relay that is like pretty proficient. Like that's spectacular. Even though whatever the situation, it might be a bad situation, but I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, the way that she's able to relay this is remarkable. So it's just something that I noticed and I've always appreciated. You know, even if I don't like the information that's being relayed, I'm like, damn, this is very good rhetoric. I don't know. So hell, man, but you know, cause she's got some like major red flags, you could say, but I have some major red flags. You know, I'm a dude over here. Like, how can you complain when you don't have a job, living off of a girl? You're not earning money. You don't have consistent income. And all this girl has been trying to say to you this whole time, and especially last night, she's saying like, "Look, man, you're a good dude." But she's like, "I want to be taken out on dates. I want to be able to, you know, I want a man that's going to take care of me like you said that you would do. Like you said you would pay for my nails." And she's like, "I want to be taken out on dates." She's like, "I want to go to events and shit like that, you know." And the thing is I'm over here like with the mentality of like on the total other side, polar opposite. Oh, no movies, work only. But that's the thing, you're not even working only. See, but you're the where you would get depressed is you're like, okay, I'm gonna work all these hours and then I'm gonna take her out to eat and pay the bills and all that shit, and then the money's gone. Right? And you're trying to be financially disciplined. But on the reverse side, like homeboy said, you know, just make more money, motherfucker. Like your value's so low. If you were putting the same 40 hours into a job making more money, or you know what I'm saying, you'd be fine. Like you're over here making like what you were making 10 years ago. Like that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago you were making what the fuck you're making right now, G, per hour and shit. And it's like, fuck that. It should at least be motherfucking $28, $30 an hour honestly, with your age bracket, bro, and your intellect, intelligence, like you should be making at least going up to $30 an hour. Like that's some bullshit, dog. That your girl's over here making 21 an hour. You're gonna go over here and work for $14 an hour. Like that's your regular in your mind right now, right? And you know, in reality, you could be working like somewhere making 15 and 16, and then you'd be straight, and you know your girl would be happy. But in reality, you should be making closer to 17, 18, and $19 an hour. Like, what the fuck? You're 29, about to be 30. And yesterday, something just happened, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be some mushy gay shit, but she's like putting her fingers through my hair and shit, and she's like, you should grow your hair to go as long as to your butt. And that's just crazy because the other day I saw Duck Dynasty. These dudes had their hair down to their fucking shoulders and shit. And I was like, I wonder how long it would take me to get my hair down to my shoulders and shit. You know, and I've always liked my shit to get braided. And just this image flashed in my mind of me getting my CDL and driving and growing my hair out, growing my beard out, but keeping it fresh, keeping it clean, doing my little workouts in the truck, making my content and reading books in all my downtime. Like I always just thought that if I did CDL, that like I would just use it to my advantage at all times. Because what do I do now? All I do is listen to podcasts, listen to information, long form. So that's what I would do truck driving. You know, I would probably more than likely put a camera in that bitch and record myself too while I'm driving every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And make a podcast out that bitch. Something, you know? Either way, I'll be like, I would be taking advantage. I'd be making content. I would have a Snapchat and I would be posting on the regular, you know? You could be doing that now, G. But travel, right? Like you could do this thing where like I love the Riverwalk. I love to bike it on this electric bike. And my dad told me something years ago. He was like, you should go on tours. And I automatically I rejected it. I was like, nah, I don't want to fucking lead groups of people on tours and shit. Because I'm over here reading all the information. Like, oh, this place was put here at this time. And this is what the Riverwalk did for the community. It's a good story, but there's like nobody looking at all this history, bro. And now I had a thought in my mind, okay, go to TikTok, go to Snapchat, go to YouTube, and make stories of you traveling San Antonio via the trail, Salado Creek Parkway. And you can show and demonstrate the whole thing. And it's $12 for the whole day to rent an electric bike. And what I really like about it, the final connection, was that I was on like the northeast side, and I'm like, damn, bro, this same loop is over here on the other side of town. And when I looked at the map, it showed that basically, yeah, there's a whole ring around the city. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, imagine if you created a series on YouTube or whatever, you could basically say, and you could title it, we traveled the whole loop around San Antonio. We walked it. It might take months. Hell, it might take the whole year, all the next year or something, right? On the weekends or whenever, you could just drive to the spot, walk your way down, and that's your content, and then just walk back or whatever it is. And then next time, you just go to the checkpoint where you left off and you walk that motherfucker. Content. Right? And you already know, now that I just spoke about that, you know that you should be posting content on all platforms. But the thing is, you got to get very derivative with your niche. What are you here for? What's your purpose? You know? Is it really the positivity and the mentality, right? And then, hell, create that new, we're going to have your second YouTube channel, which is strictly, we're not foregoing our thoughts and shit like this. Like, this is the document series. Like, this channel is just for me to kind of, really it's for the positivity, turning my negative mental attitude to positive. Because before I started recording here, bro, I was calling myself names. And I was looking at images I should not have. And I'm just thinking, while I was doing it, I had a thought like, damn, bro, this is how you are starting your damn morning. You're thinking about whatever you're thinking about. And I was thinking of Zig Ziglar, which I don't really listen to him, too damn much. Oh dang, this is somebody completely different. I thought it was this bald man, but this dude looks completely different. And the thing about it is that my dad, um, he told me about this man years ago, like when I was in middle school. A lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We all have 24 hours days. Nice. Of course, motivation is not permanent, but then neither is bathing. But it's something you should do on a regular basis. Rich people have small TVs, big libraries. Poor people have small libraries and big TVs. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. When obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. Among the things that you can give and still keep your word, a smile and a grateful heart. The chief cause of failure and unhappiness is trading what you want most for what you want right now. You were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. Make today worth remembering. If you go out looking for friends, you're going to find they are very scarce. If you go out to be a friend, you'll find them everywhere. Many marriages would be better if the husband and wife clearly understood that they're on the same side. There are no traffic jams on the extra mile. It's not how far you fall, but how high that you bounce that counts. A lot of people have gone further than they thought they could because of someone else thought that they could. If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. You have everything in life that you want if you just give enough other people what they want. You never know when a moment and a few sincere words can have an impact on a life. You are what you are, and you are where you are because of what has gone into your mind. You change what you are, and you change where you are by changing what goes into your mind. You are what you are, and you are where you are because of what goes into your mind. You change what you are and change where you are by changing what goes into your mind. Some people find fault like there is a reward for it, man. That is attitude, and aptitude determines altitude. Attitude, not aptitude, determines altitude. Failure is an event, not a person. Success is doing, not the getting, and the trying, not the triumph. Success is a personal standard, reaching for the highest that is in us, becoming all that we can be. If we do our best, we are a success. FEAR has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Ability can take you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. Yeah. The greatest of all mistakes is to do nothing because you think you can only do a little.